Who is Mojtaba Khamenei, Iran's new supreme leader? Putin offers unwavering support to new Iran supreme leader. War in the Middle East, latest developments. Israel unlawfully using white phosphorus in Lebanon, HRW. Mojtaba Khamenei has been appointed as Iran's new supreme leader following the death of his father, Ali Khamenei, who was killed in an Israeli strike on the 28th of February. The 56-year-old cleric was chosen by Iran's 88-member Assembly of Experts on the 8th of March, more than a week after the war between Iran, the United States, and Israel intensified. Mojtaba Khamenei was born on the 8th of September 1969 in Mashhad and is widely seen as one of the most influential figures within Iran's political system. Despite never holding public office, he is believed to have strong ties with the powerful Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC. Iran's Assembly of Experts called on the public to support the new leader and maintain national unity. However, many analysts say Mojtaba's appointment represents a continuation of his father's hardline policies. U.S. President Donald Trump had earlier warned that appointing Khamenei's son as supreme leader would be, quote, unacceptable, while Israel has said that any successor to Ali Khamenei could also become a military target. Over the years, Mojtaba Khamenei has quietly built influence within Iran's power structure. Experts say he played a key role during Iran's 2005 presidential election, which brought former President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad to power. Russian President Vladimir Putin has pledged strong support to Iran's new supreme leader, Ayatollah Mojtaba Khamenei. In a message on Monday, Putin reaffirmed Russia's solidarity with Iran following the appointment of Mojtaba Khamenei, who took office after his father was killed in U.S.-Israeli strikes. Putin said Russia would remain a reliable partner to Iran and promised unwavering support for Tehran. He also acknowledged the difficult situation facing Iran, saying that leading the country during a time of armed aggression would require great courage and dedication. Mojtaba Khamenei was recently appointed as Iran's supreme leader amid escalating tensions and ongoing conflict in the region. Heavy explosions were reported in Iran's capital, Tehran, according to AFP journalists. However, it was not immediately clear what targets were hit. In Qatar, authorities said they have arrested more than 300 people for sharing images and what officials described as misleading information during recent Iranian attacks. In Lebanon, an Israeli airstrike hit the southern suburbs of Beirut. Large plumes of smoke were seen rising from the area after Israel warned it would target branches of a company linked to Hezbollah. Meanwhile, Hezbollah said its fighters were engaging Israeli forces that had landed in eastern Lebanon overnight by helicopter from across the Syrian border. The conflict also affected global markets. European stock markets fell at the opening as energy prices surged. Earlier, Japan's Nikkei index dropped more than 5%, while South Korea's Kospi fell nearly 6%. China also reacted to the situation, saying it opposes any targeting of Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei. Beijing said the leadership decision in Iran is an internal matter. Energy markets saw sharp increases as European gas prices surged by as much as 30%, with the Dutch TTF natural gas contract rising to around €69. In Bahrain, an Iranian strike caused a fire and damage at the Al Ma'amir oil facility. Following the attack, the state-owned Bapco energy company declared force majeure. The Israeli military unlawfully used artillery-fired white phosphorus munitions over homes in the southern Lebanese town of Yomor on the 3rd of March, Human Rights Watch, HRW, said in a news release today, Monday. HRW verified and geolocated 8 images showing airburst white phosphorus munitions being deployed over a residential part of the town, and civil defense workers responding to fires in at least 2 homes and 1 car in that area. The Israeli military's unlawful use of white phosphorus over residential areas is extremely alarming and will have dire consequences for civilians, said Ramzi Qais, Lebanon researcher at Human Rights Watch. The incendiary effects of white phosphorus can cause death or cruel injuries that result in lifelong suffering. White phosphorus is a chemical substance dispersed in artillery shells, bombs, and rockets that ignites when exposed to oxygen. It can set homes, agricultural areas, and other civilian objects on fire. Under international humanitarian law, the use of airburst white phosphorus is unlawfully indiscriminate in populated areas and does not meet the legal requirement to take all feasible precautions to avoid civilian harm.